who better to ask than the chairman of the D.C. Police Union, Gregg Pemberton. Thank you so much for coming on. Really good to see you. Okay, what is the reaction from the men and women in blue? And from a practical, logistical point of view, I don't think we're talking about this enough. What is the day-to-day? What does the National Guard do when we talk about federal police force? How do things change? Do they have the training to make stops and counter crime in the city? What are we talking about logistically?
Well, first of all, we completely agree with the president that crime in the District of Columbia is out of control and something needs to be done about it. I think it's also important to understand how we got here, which is that back in 2020, the D.C. City Council passed a mountain that handcuffed police officers, made it impossible to charge criminals, exposed cops to administrative, civil, and criminal liability, even when they did their jobs properly. And since then, we're now down 800 sworn positions. Our authorized strength is 4,000 sworn officers. We currently have 3,180, so more than 800 vacancies here on the police department. The way that the department makes up for that shortage is through 2 million hours of mandatory overtime, which just adds to the burnout and the attrition rate here in the city. And this is the main reason why we can't get a handle on crime ourselves, is because of this legislation that the council has passed and the combination of shortage of police officers. So we welcome any help we can get. To answer your question, the National Guard, I think there are limitations in what they can do from a policing standpoint. I mean, they are authorized to make arrests. That typically happens in the nature of a civil unrest, some sort of protest that turns into a riot. I don't envision that the National Guard will be making traffic stops or conducting shooting or stabbing investigations, but they will be there establishing a presence and letting people in these neighborhoods know that there are folks with law enforcement capabilities active in those areas, and they can always report directly to police officers as to what they see or what they're observing, which does lighten the load for the patrol officer, who can then focus on other more important issues. The federal law enforcement agents that come in, similarly, I think they're going to need a little bit of hand-holding from the local cops to show them where and what's going on in these neighborhoods. But I do think they'll have a big impact on actually being able to make arrests and do investigations. So we welcome all of this help. I think the concern that we have from the rank and file is that we know is temporary. This authority that Trump invoked is only valid for 30 days. And at the end of that 30 days, as you mentioned in the intro, has to be established by Congress if it wants to go any further than that. So, we don't want to be left holding the bag when 1,000 National Guardsmen and 500 federal officers move on, and now we're here. So we're hoping that during this time frame that the White House and Congress can identify the problems, and we're happy to help them with that, and maybe we can go back and repeal some of this legislation that the council passed.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.